Dubsky. Got a dub. Let's talk about today's dub. Right intro. Let's get it. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Protect Sports, and I'm back with another video, man. Like AGT Joe go to golf. Our golfers right now, golfs have indoors and paid with all IG name pretty much. Today's video, we got another dub, man. Another dub in the win column. Washington does get a victory over the Atlanta Falcons in the Sean Taylor Memorial Game on the 15th anniversary of Sean Taylor's death, 19-13. We'll get a quick game summary real quick. I was at the game, so this was actually in person. The vlog will be coming tomorrow. But yeah, let's get to the game summary. Washington first on a coin toss. The Falcons do get the ball first. They take freaking forever on their first possession and get a field goal. It took like 7 minutes off the first quarter clock. This game actually ended pretty quickly. This game actually ended at 3:45, which is kind of crazy, but I know there. So lost my voice. Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, so Washington, the first, they get Atlanta gets the ball for get a field goal. We marched on the field. First drive, throwing the football, actually, Taylor Heineke was 5 for 5 on the first drive for 70 yards, including the touchdown pass to Brian Robinson as he ran the guy over. It was a corner. Might have been AJ Terrell. I forgot who it was, but he ran someone over. Guy in the end zone. Made a 7-3 lead for Washington. After that, couple brain outs back and forth, and then Marcus Mariota orchestrated his own drive for the only touchdown the Falcons scored in the game to get up 10-7 on a 4-yard touchdown pass for them to take the lead. Washington gets a field goal to make it 10-10. We had a really weird sequence before half. The Falcons went for a 4th down and 1, did not get the first down. They were like at least a half yard short of the first down. Allowing the Commanders to get the ball back. Taylor Heineke proceeds to throw a late half interception, which leads to no points for the Commanders, as we were going to be in field goal range if he just completed the pass. He threw a pick, but don't know what he gets thrown at anyway. It's kind of no man's land, kind of like how he did it versus the Minnesota Vikings. Threw a pretty bad interception there to make it a 10-10 game and a half. Second half starts. Starts with a almost near Taylor Heineke interception, but it was called an incomplete pass. A lot more back and forth, bring outs. Not really much offense going in the second half until Washington does take the lead with a 14-yard touchdown pass connection from Taylor Heineke to John Bates to get him up 16-10. Joey Slott unfortunately missed the extra point to make it a 6-point game. After that, the Falcons do cut it to a 3-point game at was it a 3-point game? Yeah, 3-point game at 16-13. Washington gets a field goal. And that's pretty much iced the game at 19-13. The Falcons are moving down the field in the fourth quarter to try to take the lead. With 53 seconds to go, the Ron Payne swats the pass away. Can't afford to catch a game-sealing interception, pretty much, and get a first down, and then the game is over. That is the game summary real quick. Let's get to the box score, and we'll see how everyone did today. Because statistic-wise, Brian Robinson did get his first 100-yard game. I want to give a shout-out to Brian Robinson specifically, and we'll go ahead and let's get to the box score. So I said Washington wins 19-13 to advance to 7-5 on the season and 3-3 at home. The Falcons do drop to 5-7. And playoff hopes are kind of very, very dwindling going to December for the Falcons. As for the Commanders, their playoff lives are very, very live. Actually, now they have a 64% chance to make the playoffs according to all the playoff predictors on those simulators. All right, let's start with the Falcons real quick. Marcus Mariota went 15 for 25, 174 yards, touchdown and a pick, 1 sack, and for 9 yards with a QBR 56. Taylor Heineke had 14 for 23 passing for 138 yards, 2 touchdowns in the interception before halftime. I talked about he was not sacked today, and he had 53.3 QBR today. Tyler Aguilar had 11 carries, 54 yards. Marcus Moore had 6 for 49, including 14 yards. All were on the zone read / read option plays. Also, Huntley had a rush for 12 yards, and Cordell Patterson had 11 for 52, including 21-yarder in the middle of the third quarter. Now, the Washington Commanders, they had 29 carries for 167 yards, and the Commanders had 37 carries for 176 yards. Brian Robinson, first 100-yard game. Congratulations to Brian Robinson. This is our first 100-yard rusher of the year. Shout out to Brian Robinson for that. Antonio Gibson sprinkled in 9 carries for 32 yards. Also, Jonathan Williams had 4 for 22, and also Curtis Samuel had 1 4 for 15. Taylor Heineke had 1 for a negative yard. That was like the end of the game, and then Terry McLaurin had 1 for 5. So that's kind of about it about that. Receiving yards, Zacchaeus had 5 for 91, including a 45-yarder. That was huge in the game to get some momentum back for the Falcons there. Drake London was pretty quiet, 4 targets, 2 for 29, and the rest is there. You can see it. Ferguson had a catch too, but who really cares about that? Commanders, 4 for 48 for Terry McLaurin on 6 targets. John Bates, 3 for 24, including a touchdown. Brian Robinson had to have a touchdown, 2 for 20 for Brian Robinson today. He did have a kind of a drop. He did have a drop in the game. De'Ami Brown had 1 catch for 17 yards on his 1 target. Logan Thomas had a catch for 7 yards on his 3 targets. John Dotson and Cole Turner had no recorded catches, only 1 target apiece. So that's pretty much about it there. No fumbles. I said both teams had a pick. Derek Force had 11 tackles, but he didn't play great today. Cameron Crowe's a dog. Deron Payne was great. Deron Payne was absolutely great. 2 TFLs, a deflection that caused a pick. 3 solo tackles. He was an incredible day. Montez Sweat was an absolute animal today as well. He could not have been blocked ever since he every chance he did get, he was definitely unblocked. He was really good today. So that's pretty much about it for the box score. So that was great. Great performance by the Commanders today. Very impressed with them. Started to go game ball day, so I'm gonna give Brian Robinson the game ball for this game. He was great today. First 100-yard rusher underneath the new moniker Commanders. Shout out to Brian Robinson Jr. Very proud of him today. He ran extremely hard. He was very decisive today. He was not hesitant at all. He was very, very violent running the football as well. And I think that we're definitely seeing why a guy like Ron Rivera really, really wanted this guy to be the running back 1 with his violent running style. And with him starting to get his burst back, I saw a little bit of burst from Brian Robinson today, which is great. I'm happy to see he's getting his burst back, which is definitely a sight for sore eyes. Seeing him run before today was very kind of not depressing, but it was kind of hard to watch sometimes because he just didn't have the burst. But now he has the burst, which is great. Also, nothing to point out today, the defense was great. Turnover at the end of the game. Not a ton of sacks, but a ton of pressure on Marcus Mariota most of the day. We do got to clean up the run defense. We did allow 167 yards rushing today. That's something we're going to have to clean up. And also the quarterback play is going to be better. Taylor Heineke was not good today. I'm going to call it what it was. I'm sorry. I'm right with Taylor Heineke. I'm not in the Heineke hive, but I am riding with him. I'm kind of one of those guys that's gonna rock with him because he's on the team and he's our starting quarterback. I'm gonna rock with him. But also because he's a sneakerhead. Shout out to him. I love my fellow sneakerheads. And he's a really cool guy. So I'm rocking with Taylor. But just because of that, again, I'm not going to be critical of him. He has to play better. He has to be better. 14 for 23 is not good enough. I'm sorry. Honestly, he's not getting that many pass attempts. But if you're not getting that many pass attempts, you have to make the best out of him, Taylor. You have to be better, bro. I'm not saying be 23, but be 18 of 23, 17 for 23. That would be great. The 2 touchdown passes were really good. He got Brian Robinson in stride, allowed him to run over the guy and get in the end zone. Also, the pass to John Bates was pretty solid as well. Made some decent throws here and there, but he was definitely sloppy today at times, and definitely did not play well at times today. But he made enough throws to win the game, which that he did just enough, and that's kind of what all really matters. When you play the better teams around the league, he's going to play better. So I want to see a better performance from Taylor Heineke, and I definitely want to see a better performance from our rush defense from today. We didn't see this kind of weird performance from our run defense recently, so I'm gonna take it as a anomaly and kind of a one-off. Hopefully next week versus Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, we could be better against the run, and we'll win next week. That'd be great. And go into the bye week at 8-5. That would be great. But that's going to do it for me, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on post notifications. Always catch protest sports videos, protest sports network. Guys, we got for save this COVID and this monkeypox. You have a wonderful evening. And I'm going to keep drinking this tea, guys, and try to get my voice back. But I do thank you guys for watching. Guys, be easy. Have a great one. Until next time. Always making my most athletic time sport choice. Knowledge professional on the field, technically sound. You will always overcome like a time, lesson through hard work and dedication, man. Protect financial. Always have a great one, guys. The vlog will be dropping tomorrow at let's say 6 p.m. We're gonna try to get the thumbnail done from my boy Cameron Waller. Shout out to Cam, and we'll go ahead and get that going. I'm gonna drop this sometime tonight, so go catch this tonight. I do apologize for the late upload. Just getting home from the game, I'm a little tired, a little drained. Make sure I'm not getting sick. That would be great in the elements today. And yeah, I just want to make sure I was 100% before I came on here and talk to you guys about the game. So, till next time, have a great rest of your evening. Peace.